guys, what's up? It's GVKcollectibles, and you know what it is? It's Monday! So, well, technically, I do this dance every week, and I think you guys get it. So, yesterday was the auction, and lots of cool stuff, I thought. Got some cool stuff. Nothing Godzilla, nothing Predator, which is, sad, but ultimately, besides the fact, I did get some cool stuff, so we'll jump into this stuff real quick. But before, as always, I go to Mythical Mountain. When I go to Mythical Mountain, I usually pick up extra stuff along the way. There's some days where it's like, I don't need anything, and there's some days where it's like, yeah, I'll pick some stuff up, and they had some cool stuff that I wanted to pick up. So first things first, as we do, because the main show is about comics, primarily, we'll start with the little, things I got. So I got this guy, which is a little Gundam Convergent, which is like a little SD Gundam thing for display. Not really any articulation whatsoever. They're just really cute little, tiny little things. And this is the Phantom Gundam from Crossbone. I forget what it's called. I think it's a sequel to Mobile Suit Crossbone Gundam. It's a sequel to that. It's set within the same year as Victory Gundam. So I think it's like Universal Century 0, 1, 2, 3, I believe. Could be completely wrong. I'll check to make sure. But yeah, this is the Phantom Gundam. This is essentially the successor to the Crossbone Gundam, and it has like the energy wings. I forget what they're called again. But I remember seeing this mobile suit like in the manga a long time ago. I remember actually reading it a little bit. It wasn't finished. I don't even think it's finished today. But I really enjoyed the mobile suit. I think it's a cool looking design. Very unique, very different comparative to the other designs. Yep, Jupiter Republic. Yep. Alright, so yeah, that pretty much says it's set during that point, which is, it's a cool story. A lot of the expanded stuff past Unicorn, like that initial era of the Universal Century, is really cool, really interesting. F91 is really, really cool. Should have been a series instead of a TV show. Well, it should have been a series instead of a movie, because it's okay movie. And another thing, too, is these have been coming out. I've actually gotten a few of these. I actually am the Master Chief, and I have a Mark 7 version of it. It is the Funko Pop Mark 7 with the VK78 Commando Rifle, which is the new kind of heavy assault rifle we see in the Halo Infinite demo. And this one's actually interesting because this is the only Funko Pop to come with a game add-on. So, and I think it's this specific skin, which will be usable. I think I could be completely wrong, but yeah, looks really, really good. I think the detail, the Mark 7 armor is a really, really cool looking armor. I think. Probably if they don't have ODST, this is probably going to be the main one I rock in multiplayer. So yeah, it looks really cool, really well detailed. Even looking in here, the detail on the Havoc rifle, the Commando rifle, I mean, is really, really good. So yeah, I love the Halo Pop. So yeah, there's that guy. So that's everything of the figure and kind of. Not really figures, but like Funko Pop figure, non-comic stuff related. So these are actually comics. I picked up like a few of these. So I picked up a few of these comics today. So I was first one is Aliens number 6. This is a variant issue, and it's part 18 within the X of Swords storyline, and have Havoc and Psylocke, aka Quanon, fighting this dude. I forget what the dude's name is. It's weird. I read it literally the other day, and it's I can't remember the dude's name, but it's pretty cool. Hellions is a pretty good book. I definitely suggest you guys check it out if you are X-Men fans. It deals with a lot of the kind of the problem, mutants. Not to say the problem, the ones that have a really violent tendencies, don't get along with others, and they're all under a team with Mr. Sinister at the helm of it. But you have characters like Quanon, aka Psylocke. I should just call her Psylocke for now on. She's kind of she's the watchdog, and she keeps everybody an eye out. And Havoc's kind of reformed, so they kind of reference, I think, Axis of where he was flipped, where he was a bad dude. So. But he has he's having problems, so that's the main reason he's a part of the team. But yeah, Hellions has just been a fun book. The Swords of X of Swords storyline so far, it's absurd. like, it's flipped my expectations of what I thought the event was. I thought it was just going to be sword fighting, and there is sword fighting here and there, but I thought it was just going to be like a straight contest, but it's like, no, there's like weird, like, there's like magic shenanigans at play, which is very interesting and very cool, I think. So yeah, definitely check out Hellions if you got the time. The next one, it's weird, every time I go into Mythical Mountain or any other comic book shop, I find a variant for this specific, like, #1 every time, and it is a Vampirella #1. It's a variant from Dynamite Comics. This is the part of the Christopher Priest run that I think began, oh god, I think it began summer of last year, I think. Yeah, it's been going for a bit. There was that delay. It is weird, that COVID-19 delay of where comics were delayed for about like a month has really thrown me off. So, but yeah, it's a really cool cover. Really cool. A lot of wonderful covers. Vampirella looks really pretty. Yeah, the art looks really cool. I always dig the variants for the specific for Vampire. Like, Dynamite does a relatively good job, I think, with variants. Is it extra money that you're spending on covers? Yes, but the cover's cool. I like the artists who work with them. So this one's a cool one. I actually don't read it. I should jump into it. I know I'm reading Justice League Dark right now. She's in the book. But I kind of want to get into Wonder Woman. It's Wonder Woman 766, so they are going with these newer books. They're going to the original, I assume the original numbering, or they're rounding it up to the original numbering of what it was before the New 52 and / Rebirth, of where it rebooted the series to #1s. They're going to be slowly doing this with every book, I believe. I think the next one is maybe Superman or Flash, but I'm not completely sure. But yeah, it's just a wonderful cover. Just Diane, Wonder Woman, just flying in the air. The colors really pop. They're really wonderful. Like the gold, you get the different kinds of golds, the shot. Like, it's crazy to see, like, variant cover artists, because the comic artists do such a wonderful job, I think, with art. And this one, for the last one, that was a store pickup. Then we'll get into the auction stuff. I remember actually seeing this on the shelf, and I kind of wanted to get it. Well, there was one I wanted to get, but ultimately I think it was a time where I was like, I don't want to spend $9.99 on the book. But it is a Wonder Woman 750, which is when they started to do the traditional numbering for Wonder Woman. And it's an Adam Hughes cover, which looks phenomenal. It looks great. It is like the 2000s version cover, and it looks really cool. Like, I really love the art. I really love the design of Wonder Woman. Very much it's that classic, it's that 2000 kind of look. I really like her newer design, like her Rebirth design, especially like the 84 Wonder Woman design, not the golden armor. Even though that's cool, I do like the traditional looking Wonder Woman. And like the animated series, and this is it. I am actually going to I'm actually going to read this one, just because I really like. For me, I collect covers, but I also, if there's a series I'm interested in, I'll read it. And I think if this is what I think it is, I think it'll be like Detective Comics 1027. It'll be different stories here and there, so I think it should be interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna give that a read. So with that being said, let us. You thought I was going to say, well, I'll see you guys later. No. So, here is the stack, including this thing, which will be the grand finale of the video. But this is a stack of comics right now. Pretty thin, but some pretty cool ones, I gotta say. So, I am going to start out, I'm going to start out with this one, because this one was the first one within what I got them. So it is, Star Wars variant #1. So this is one back in 2015 of when Marvel launched the first Star Wars titles, Skywalker Strikes. And it is the action variant cover, action figure cover with Luke Skywalker from A New Hope. And it looks really cool. Like, these, I never really did, like, to me at least, I never really caught my attention. Even, you would think these covers would catch my eye really quickly, because I collect action figures, but no. They didn't until, like, I really liked the Ultraman one, that, for the first one for Rise of Ultraman. I really liked that one. And Marvel had been doing the action figure variants for a bit. Like, they did them for Secret Wars, they've done them a lot. Like, there's a lot of action figure variants. Then I think they just stopped doing them which is kind of sad because I think they're really cool. They may continue doing them with the Star. I don't even think they're continuing to do them with the Star Wars one. So, but it's interesting. Let's say you got Luke from New Hope. And the thing, and it's so cool, the detail kind of reminds, it's like a throwback to the original Kenner figures. But it's also, you got like the lightsaber that is like, you can pull down, it'll turn on. I actually had a Anakin Skywalker toy from episode 2 that actually had that same gimmick of where the lightsaber was like that. So yeah, hold on, just because I've been talking for a bit. The camera's about to go out, but I'll be right back. Yeah. Alright, I'm back. So, yeah, Luke Skywalker, and it is Farm Boy outfit, which is really, really cool. I also love just love the amount of detail, like you can tell on right here. You have like the whole punch right here, and it's like you have like where the price tag would be, which is really, really cool. So, jumping to the next comic. We got, this one is another action figure variant, but it's actually cool. It's from a different series. It is from Darth Vader #1. And man, this series is great. This is a great series. It's the series that introduced Dr. Aphra into the new Star Wars canon, the Disney canon, or whatever you want to call it. And man, I just love it. It looks like the old Kenner toy, which is really, really cool, which I like. It's interesting because the Marvel comic ones, like especially the Secret Wars ones that they did for Jonathan Hickman's Secret Wars, were based off the old Secret Wars toys that came out during when that original event came out, and like subsequent ones were based like off Marvel, like kind of like Marvel Legend-esque designs, which is really, really cool. But yeah, I really dig it. It's cool because he's got his kind of like I don't know what kind of material, like the plastic little cape you would put around him. He's got his little lightsaber. It looks really, really good. Once again, this is a phenomenal series. If you want to start with any of the Star Wars stuff, I would definitely, like, if you want to get back into Star Wars and maybe just like comic form, like where to start, definitely I would suggest starting with the original Star Wars run by Jason Aaron. It's just with Skywalker Strikes and going through. Currently, right now, the series that is going on right now is Star Wars Volume 2, I believe, and it's done by Charles Soule, and it takes place after Empire, which is really, really cool. So you get to see like a lot of cool stuff, and the Darth Vader comic has been absolutely fantastic. I think the only other one I didn't read was the Charles Soule run, which was after Episode 3, and I kind of regret not reading it because I've heard wonderful things about that series. I think all the Vader series have been great so far, so yeah. Darth Vader #1 action figure variant, really, really cool. So this is really cool. I was a kid of the early 2000s, so early 2000, 1999. Like I was born in 94. And Star Wars Episode 1 was coming out, and I was really hyped for it. And like, I realized not a lot of people like them, like the prequels. I enjoy them because that's what I grew up with, along with the original trilogy. It is Star Wars Episode 1 Qui-Gon Jinn, and it's a variant with Liam Neeson on it as Qui-Gon Jinn, which looks really, really cool. And it's done by Lucas Books, which is cool. But this is when Dark Horse had the license to the Star Wars, Man, they had a license to a lot of, before, you know, Disney came around. But yeah. Oh, it's like, wait, I wonder. So I think what these are they are one-shots, essentially. And they tell, basically, the story of certain scenes in the movie. So this one, of what I'm looking at right now, it just looks like it takes place during Episode 1, before, it looks like a little, like, after Anakin, so it kind of gives him more kind of insight to what happened, which I don't think this is canon anymore. This is technically legend continuity. They like cherry-picked their stuff of what they wanted canon, but this is like, look at that. It's a Toys R Us ad for the model kits, which is really, really cool to see. My God, and it's you get even original PlayStation ads, which is really, really cool. The Last Command. Oh, that's a great book. But yeah, really, really cool. These are a lot of cool. The Mystery Men. Oh my God, that's pretty great. But yeah, I love these comics. It's always a cool thing to look in to see, like, what was being advertised at the time to see like floppies like this to see what it is, as opposed to now where like you can get annoyed with some of the ads, especially I like thinking in the Marvel ones. Like it's weird, like the Marvel there's a few Marvel comics that like had kids like stuff for like the cartoon stuff, and it's just weird to me, even though I know like comics had ads in them. So yeah, but either way, it is a pretty cool comic. Quite Gungeon. I'll probably actually read this and see what it's about, but yeah, it's interesting. So this one is really cool. I need to find out who the artist of this is. But it is really, hold on. Guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. It, like, took me a minute to find out who the artist is for this, but, anyway, you did see it, like, a minute ago. At least for you guys, or a second ago. It'll be technically a second for you guys. But it is this really cool, Guardians of the Galaxy, variant cover from Marvel Now. This is, I think, from the 2014 run. This is I looked. And it is of Gamora, and it is a really pretty image. It's, as you can tell, it's Gamora in her original costume. It's not the newer Gamora that everybody knows, and not even the one with the tactical gear. Well, kind of the space, like, futuristic, like, power suit kind of looking thing. I don't know how to describe it, but it's armor. But it's really cool, and I actually looked up the artist, and the artist is Milo Manara. I'm hopefully pronouncing that right. And it's really wonderfully done. Like, it's really cool. The colors are really pretty on it. And it's really cool. It's, yeah, there's not much else I can say about this. It's a really cool variant cover. I was actually in the store when they actually got these, and I was actually really interested in this one. So it looks really cool, really pretty. I like Gamora. She's a really cool character, especially within the movies, and even in the books too, because she has a complete different origin than she does in the books, which makes sense. Not everything can translate one-to-one for a lot of stuff. So, alright, so get to the next comic. Sorry about that, guys. It is, it's a cool one. It is Batman Detective Comics, number 27. This is from the New 52, of course, and it is the mega size super issue, very much like the Detective Comics 1000 and Detective Comics 1027. 1027 is the how many numbers Batman's been when Batman made his debut, of course. So yeah, this is although this is part of the New 52. I never read the New 52 Batman run of either the Greg Capullo run or, well, I read Court of Owls, of course, but let's just pop in and see who. But yeah, you get a really cool, like, Catwoman. Interesting Catwoman. It looks like don't tell me that's a Frank Miller. I feel like a Frank Miller variant. I could be completely wrong, but it is pretty cool. Like the Detective Comics 1027, there's multiple artists, multiple writers on each story to tell different. Like kind of different like side stories. It's a kind of like a celebration issue of Batman, and there's even a cool one. Like, look at that. That's cool because it kind of throws back to the I think Silver Age, and there's really cool, really interesting. Oh, and there's that Gothamtopia, which is very interesting. But yeah. A lot of cool stuff, and I'll be reading this because it looks very interesting. Sorry about that laugh there, folks. Something must have happened downstairs. But either way, pretty cool. I think that is a Frank Miller. Just judging from his style, like from at this point in time, it probably is Frank Miller. But I will double check. I'll put it in the video. I'll put a little caption in the video just to make sure it is. So continue on the Batman train, I guess. Well, it's gonna continue. Yeah, let me do that because there's like the next few books are Batman. So the next book, it is a really cool cover. It has Catwoman. I believe this is actually an Alex Ross variant, and it looks really cool. It's called Batman Last Rites, and it's the Catwoman variant. And this story is actually written by Paul Dini, and this is 685. So Paul Dini had a bit of a run on Batman. That's pretty impressive. So this is like, and it has my favorite DC logo too. I think I've stated that that's my favorite. But yeah, it's just wonderful looking variant cover. I really love Alex Ross covers, and I can get them every chance I can. most of the time. If there's ones that I like, I don't really care about it, but like whenever I see an Alex, like on the auction, whenever I see an Alex Ross cover, I'm like, I need to get it. It's really, really cool. So, as I said, keep that train going. We have this cool one. It is Batman issue 25, the new 52. It is 0 year, so this, I think this is actually, I can actually check real quick. People are gonna like be mad at me that I opened the comic book, but like these things are supposed to be made to read. It is. Oh wow, yeah, looks great. Oh yeah, this is like the beginning of. Like this is like the beginning of 0 year. It looks really, really cool. I mean, it's Capullo's art, so it's really, really cool, and you could kind of tell like look at this, like look at the early Batmobile, like that is super, super cool. Greg Capullo's a really, really cool artist, really good. It's interesting to see like where everything's gone with the Batman stuff now, like because now he's like this not multiverse. There's a whole the Batman Who Laughs thing. There's the dark. But yeah, oh yeah. So it's 0 year, the dawn of the Dark Knight. So this is technically the retcon origin of the Batman, which like a lot of people are like, they kind of dislike, but then I think they kind of threw this out after Rebirth, and they kind of make year one back. But comics are confusing. Like that's the thing. Like continuity changes all the time with comics just to fit like certain narratives. But yeah, I will say it is really, really cool. Really cool cover. I think this was actually a story line I really wanted to read eventually, but it's like I didn't have the money to continue to buy the trades for the Batman stuff. But that's changed. That's changed. I was clearly a lot younger then, so now I don't have to worry about that. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool black cover. It's just black cover. But yeah, the next issue though is one that I really, really like. So this one is like probably one of my favorite. Like it's always caught my eye. It is Batman 33 from the final year 0 finale, and it's this awesome cover of Batman in the year, kind of the original inspired Batman suit. He has because this is a story focused on the Riddler. It's a Riddler story, and there is the Red Hood at the beginning. I think there's actually in one of the volumes of this, Capullo does a really, really cool homage cover to Detective Comics 27, I believe. He does a really, really cool, with Batman swinging down. It looks really, really awesome. But yeah, I love the purple gloves because it's so out of place, but I really, really like that aesthetic of it. And it is kind of model. He's got the bigger ears and everything, and he's got these two lions kind of roaring. It's a really, really cool shot. And once again, Greg Capullo knows how to draw Batman, and it's really, really well done. I really dig it. I also like that logo too. So yeah, I think this was it was this story, then Endgame, then Gord took over, then that was pretty much it. Then Batman came back, then Rebirth happened. But yeah, pretty cool. I love this cover so much. It's really, really cool. So to get to the final comic of the video, it is this really cool one from Marvel Comics Group, aka Marvel, which is super cool. It is Supernatural Thrills featuring The Living Mummy, which looks really cool. I love the older kind of horror comics that Marvel did, and even the EC horror comic stuff is really, really hard to find. It's really expensive, really sought after, like Tales from the Crypt, Haunting Out, all that kind of stuff. But I really love Marvel and DC stuff. I love Swamp Thing. Slowly trying to get to Swamp Thing. I need to. But I love Hellblazer. I love all that kind of stuff with this supernatural, and I really love the monster stuff. I love Godzilla. I love classic Universal monsters. I love slasher villains. They're technically monsters if you want to think of it. They are monsters. Let's say that they are monsters. But this is really, really cool. It's just it's just the type of like older cover that I really love of the older comic books. Just there's a lot that it's just I can't describe it. It's just the art style that I really love. But yeah, Mummy Lives. So technically that is the last comic, but I am going to pause real quick to get this set up so when the camera starts rolling, you could see what the final thing I got from the auction is. And it's a pretty cool thing, I have to say. So, in a minute, I'll be back. Folks, so I have this right here. It's really cool. It is a giant movie poster, monster movie poster, but it's also cool because you get other articles, like you get Frankenstein, you get young Frankenstein right there, the mummy, some other cool stuff. And then you get some cool stuff on the back, like you got Gorgo, you got Lost Continent, which I think is a Doug McClure movie. Is it Doug McClure on that one? No, Doug McClure is not in that one, never mind. Godzilla on Monster Island, aka Godzilla vs. Giga. Then you got the island, this island Earth, the creature from the Black Lagoon, which was, we went to the location, filming location, in Ocala, and Gorgo. But that's not the main attraction of this thing. So the main thing is it folds out into this awesome poster of King Kong, the 1933 King Kong. And I absolutely love this. I love this kind of the older style poster. I don't know how well that is coming on the camera. I hope it does really good. If not, I will post, this will still be in the video, but like if you can't really tell how good the detail is, I did manage to get it as focused as I possibly could on like the folded, because I'm by myself up here, but it looks absolutely fantastic. You just got Kong raising his hand over. It just looks awesome. Like, I'm actually gonna get this, I'm actually gonna find a frame for this, because this is just too cool not to have in a frame. I usually don't care about things being in frames, but this is so cool not to have in a frame, I think. But yeah, it's pretty cool. You got him hovering over. It's like a throwback to the poster, essentially. Not the older poster, but like kind of the poster that they used in like 2010-ish, I think. So, yeah. So yeah, that was it was a really cool Kong poster that I got from the auction, and it's something that I'm actually going to try to find a frame for, so that's going to be fun to do. But with that out of the way, that's pretty much Mythical Mountain Monday as a whole. So I think a lot of good stuff, a lot of cool, really interesting stuff, so to see. But yeah, I mean, you just enjoy my ramblings of just talking about comics. Sometimes I go off on tangents and whatnot. But remember, I hope you guys liked the video, and I hope you guys hit subscribe and hit the little like button to make sure. Well, we just appreciate it if you like the video. I think that's the thing for most. We're not doing this for anything. We're just doing it for fun. And also hit subscribe and hit the little bell notification so you get notified when Mythical Mountain Mondays get uploaded, What's in the Box Wednesday, and figure reviews. Recently I did the figure review on the Marty McFly, which from Part 2, from Back to the Future Part 2. Really love that figure. I think it's really great. And yeah, I think, is there anything else? Yeah, check us out on Mercari. There's Jack's Pop Guy. Has a lot of great Funko Pops. You can check me out on Mercari. It'll be in the link in the description below. I am slacking. I need to get more stuff on there, but expect to see a little bit more action figures on there, and of course a lot more DVDs too. I sell a lot of older DVDs that I really don't want. Also check us out on Instagram at Jack's Pop Guy and GVKcollectibles. Jack's Pop Guy. Eventually, I don't know when. We keep saying it throughout the video, but I just like to remind people he will be running auctions and has a lot of cool Funko Pops to give not to give out, but to do auction, like to give to you for a price, of course, which makes sense because it's an auction. And also check out my Instagram. If hopefully that Kong poster showed up pretty well on the camera. If not, I will post a picture. I post a picture of everything that I got from Mythical Mountain Mondays on my Instagram, like a day after, or a little bit like at the end of the day, roughly. I still need to work that out. But yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Be safe, and peace.